What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. Get this. Jake Paul states that Fury is an easier fight than Woodley. I think I could knock him out. The YouTube star turned boxer Jake Paul, 4-0 with 3 KOs, is promising to do a lot of damage when he faces Tommy Fury, which is 7-0 with 4 KOs on December 18th in Miami, Florida. The fight will headline a Showtime pay-per-view event. Paul was back in action in August when he won an 8th round decision over former UFC world champion Tyron Woodley. On the same card, Fury won a 4-round decision in a scrap with combat sports veteran Anthony Taylor. Fury, the young boxer of the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, is the first pro boxer that Paul will face. Paul, 24, believes that the 22-year-old Fury is an easier fight than the 39-year-old Woodley. Fury and his family members are predicting a lopsided win, but Paul expects the exact opposite. His whole family is underestimating my ability and how good I am as a boxer. Tommy Fury couldn't do anything to harm my sparring partner, Anthony Taylor. All love to Anthony Taylor, but height difference, weight difference, Paul said. He didn't do a single thing to Anthony, and there were points where Anthony was in control, winning, landing harder punches. So look, what I'm going to do to this guy, it's going to be a massacre, a Boston Party 2.0, and I'm taking this mother effer and throwing him overboard. Those are the words of Jake Paul. Let me counterpunch. Jake Paul, this is a make or break. Why? Because this is the first time that he's fighting a boxer. Tommy Fury, coming from a long line of fighters, fighting men, right? Young guy, though. Young record, 7 fights. He showed some holes in his defense. He did. And I think that Jake Paul is picking the lesser of the danger, okay? He's been in there with Woodley. Woodley is a guy that hurt him. And if it wasn't for the ropes, he would have been through the ropes or on the floor, okay? And a lot of people speculate that that was a carried fight, and I'm not really sure. But one thing, if it was carried or not, Jake Paul doesn't want any more of Woodley, okay? Think about it. You'd rather fight a 22-year-old guy with only 7 fights than a guy that's 39-year-old that's not a boxer, okay? And at some point, Jake was like, you know what? I'm not going to go in there and possibly get knocked out, because I think that's what'll happen. I think Tyron would knock him out next time, and it was a good fight. But a lot of those times it was kind of like, okay, what's going on here? It's like, it seems to me like Woodley let him off the hook. I don't really know how that was, but Jake Paul, I think he wanted to take the boxer because he's the less experienced boxer than someone on another platform. But to Tommy needs to knock Jake Paul out. Tommy has all the control to stop the hype train of people that think they can just get in the ring and, and that are not boxers, that don't have any amateur background, and take over the show and make a lot of money. Okay, he has that in his control at this point. He can take control of this by stopping Jake Paul, making him go back to doing YouTube videos just like this and stop the phenomenon. So I think that at the end of the day is what he could do. Now, if he doesn't win, though, he's going to be the laughingstock. He's going to be that guy that got knocked out. That's a Fury by Jake Paul, the YouTuber. Okay, so that would be very bad. And at that point, people will take Jake Paul seriously. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Jake Paul choosing to fight Fury over Woodley. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.